I'm Darcy McCready. So I'm the lead instructor for our advanced media program, and it's part of a Gold Seal program of choice, which means in Fort Worth ISD, students, when they're in 8th grade, select what they want to focus on and will choose a high school based on that. So these students are from all over the city of Fort Worth, and they come here to Southwest High School to focus on broadcast journalism. It has been wonderful working with digital resources from the very beginning. Every single person that we've worked with, everyone who's come in to integrate, to train, to help us, has been top-notch. They've always been really open to helping. They answer emails really quickly, so it has been a great process. I've also been in the loop throughout everything. So when we were selecting equipment, when we were purchasing things, all along the way I knew where things were. So as an instructor who has a lot of control of their classroom, it was nice that digital resources was providing me all sorts of information. So I always felt like I was connected and knew what was going on. One of the reasons why we chose Ross is because of the relationship I have with Matt Pashaw. I'm on the national education team for broadcast news production, which is a Skills USA contest. And so I've worked with Matt since about 2009 on different things and projects, and I was able to be introduced to the Ross equipment and the newsroom management and the flow of everything. So we first started out with Easy News, which was a script writing software. Then we moved and it became Ross Inception, so we started using Ross Inception. But then once we started this project with DRI, our entire workflow transformed. And now we're able to use Inception, where the students write their stories. When they write their stories, they can use expressions to put in their graphics. They can use Streamline, and where we link our video. So our rundown, instead of it just being a list of stories, it has all of those production elements. It has our graphics, it has our videos, it has the stories, it has everything that we need in a newsroom, and everything is so simple to use and move along. And using the Ross Carbonite, students are getting training for what it would be like to actually work at a news station. So our students are very competitive. I'm competitive, so we do a lot of contests. The main one is the Skills USA Broadcast News Production Contest. And in that competition, students produce a 3-minute broadcast, and it has to have national news, international news, regional news, sports news, and they write it in Ross Inception, they put in the graphics, then they come into the studio and control room, rehearse it, and then produce a 3-minute broadcast. So having a state-of-the-art studio has made a world of difference. It's gotten the students to be more creative, and it also has shown them the technical skills. One of my favorite things about the project was when we were first started to design the set, and we got to see how things were coming together. The previous set, we had flats that students painted themselves, but now we have an actual professional set. And then when Justin came in for lighting and started adding the LED lights, and we got to change the feel of it, and students get really excited every day, oh, I get to choose what I want the feel of the show to be, what colors I'm going to use, what I'm going to have it. So just the creative level went way higher than it ever was before. Want to thank Digital Resources for all of the time that they put in. As a teacher, and knowing that this is a school project and an education-based project, I felt like I was just as important as if they were working for a regular news station. I always felt like I was #1 priority and that my needs were super important. And so if you're an education facility, if you're a teacher, if you're a CTE director, DRI really makes you a #1 priority and does a lot to make sure that everything is integrated wonderfully for your students and that you get all the training that you need as well.
Thank you, Digital Resources.